calculations. He has crunched the numbers, and so far, this was a calculation he did and posted about maybe a couple days back. He's saying Aura Philippines is the true #1 in Group A, but we'll see after this.
And this is a game to prove, to see if the numbers are right here for Mr. Valdez himself.
Yeah. Let's see if he's gonna call.
Is he gonna call? I feel like he is going to call later on.
Well, I'm gonna hold on to my Oppo A94 just to be sure.
Hard same, hard same. We might get a message from Mr. Valdez that this is going to be a long game. It's Carl Teasy. He's not gonna last any longer in the mid lane. Lord Hades takes him out.
Oh, JP is more than happy to take this kill, but hold up! Lusty already burning the flicker, and he is going to go.
He's going to go for another fight here. Lusty and Feuder still in position to go for greed, and Koopa gets the bite onto him, and Lusty will slowly but surely take him down to low HP. Lord Hades will be rejoining the fight. The Thorn Rose will trade greed out of there, and Few is down as well. I said it before, mid-game is where we'll see the brawl. It's not the early game.
Love it. Again, it just shows the intellectual gap between these teams, these coaches, and us at the desk. It's amazing how they're saying, you know what? It's game time. Let's not wait. Hold up.
Let's not wait. Carl Teasy's not going to have to wait here any longer. He will definitely fall down. Bren has a good spot here to take down Greed for a trade. And if anything, Greed has been doing a good job on this. Natalia's keeping it at bay. Meanwhile, mid lane, Lord Hades secures another kill for himself. Already have 4 kills.
This is not the way we know Aura Philippines to play. We've always seen Lord Hades a little closer to Wise's gameplay, right? Being a little safe, being bodyguard, babied even by JP. But this time around, he's, you know, hitting the ground running.
He's coming out of the corner swinging, and man, a 4-0 Lancelot is a good sign going into the mid-game.
Nay, a great sign.
A great sign for that matter. And they also have priority over the Lord. Top lane, Flap is having a bad time against his Benedetta on Rafflesia, as they will secure the Lord for them, the turtle for themselves.
And look at this, Bren Esports, they have been once bitten, twice shy. They understand that, all right, we can't win these early game skirmishes. We've lost 2 out of 3 in the past 2 minutes. Again, it's ridiculous for that to come out of my mouth under 3 minutes. That there have been that many fights already. But just the same, this is what Aura Philippines wants. That's what's so strong about this lineup. Aura PH is just giving Bren Esports no quarter. Hold up down bottom.
Forced to use the Order of Brilliance. Benny Cutie should be able to secure this kill, but Greed is there to wrap things up.
Oh, wow. Baloy, what a madman, just using his kit. He knows he didn't need the silence. Again, this was a nerf or an adjustment on Natalia from maybe a month or so back, and that wasn't what was key. What was key was the timing, and of course, we mentioned this already, Greed on that Natalia, a championship winning Natalia, knows exactly how this works. Man, this just shows how lethal Aura Philippines wants. I just noticed 2 executes and a flame shot.
They're hungry for the kills as the Way of the Dragon connects on the Few, forced to use the real-world manipulation here, give him a thing or two about the parallelograms, and Greed will still take him down.
Y is equal to MX plus B.
I don't know. X squared plus Y squared is equal to Z's?
I lost X along the way, but yeah, you're right. Sorry to cut you off, but it's just, again, how fast Aura Philippines is going right now. And I can see this going on until the very last turtle.
You're not wrong. We will see brawls for objectives here. And as long as Aura gets this momentum, they will continue on with their pressure in all the lanes as they catch Rebo, forcing him to use the Order of Brilliance. Wonderful zoning there by Benny Cutie with the feathered airstrike. And there is quickly a rotation for Bren Esports here over the bottom lane. Now the priority is even over the turtle, but it depends on who will fall down first, and I feel like it may just be Lusty. They will be backing off, smart call by Bren, and they will start off the turtle Aura.
Yep, if there's anything that Aura Philippines is short on or a little weaker when it comes down to it, it's their turret taking abilities. Hold up!
Oh no, immediate usage of the Death Sonata costs Carl TZ the game there. By the back lines, the Thorn Rose catches too. Flap looking for a kill onto Greed, but it's Rebo that's having a hard time. No Order of Brilliance available. An easy turtle take. Easy 4 members down for Aura.
Yo, Flap TZ's home alone. Call Macaulay Culkin. because Oro Philippines has set the trap. Oro Philippines just said, you know what, come on in, Hades, just poke him enough, we'll finish the rest. And that is just pure priority setting, pure diversion, damage where it needed to be. And yeah, the fact that JP had that charge of the concussive blast just laid down enough damage so that Benny Cutie from the backlines could just blast everyone and lead to almost a wipeout.
Man, that's already 2 turtles on the side of Aura as well. Carl Teasy's not having a good time here, 0-3 and 2 on that Granger. They get the immobilization onto JP, but it's not going to amount to anything. The Falling Star Moon committed by Flap Teasy only on Lord Hades. Yeah, they're trying to take the jungle away, but he'll manage to survive. Thorn Rose will keep him alive. JP's still going for the aggression. No way of the Dragon's going to be committed just yet.
Great use of the full kit once more. JP and Lord Hades, you have to use so much to pin them down, and that's exactly what Aura wants. They want all these green dots on the side of Bren Esports, all of their ultimates to be spent before the fight even begins. I think Bren Esports, they have to understand that there's at least 2 or 3 rounds whenever Aura engages.
This is round 3 in the bottom lane though. Flap Teasy! Lord Hades with a Thorn Rose and the sword and just keeps himself alive. Carl Teasy next in line in the process. Beautiful wave of the dragon there by JP, and they get the stun as well onto Lusty because of that Jeet Kundo. And meanwhile in the backlines, Reflecia is trying to go for a few in the backlines.
What a juggle. What, 2 or 3 hits from the turret? Lord Hades was willing to take it, and he knew that if he got the kill, the killing spree would have healed him, and indeed it did. This is Aura Philippines again. They know that this aggression will have to end at some point, and that point is up close and coming. 6 minutes, 45 seconds in. This is the last turtle spawning, and currently, Nomad, correct me if I'm wrong, 100% turtle take, yeah?
100% onto the side of Aura, and they've got a massive golden swing as well. Beautiful wave the dragon onto Lusty, and Reflecia with the Electro Final Blow takes him out. Now, Bren Esports, they have to disengage. They can't contest this turtle for themselves.
Blue team has slain the turtle.
And they just take it. That's it. Last turtle of the game goes over to Aura Philippines, leading up to, give or take, maybe a 3,000, 4,000 gold lead. It's not much, but given that Carl TC is sitting at 0-4, then you kind of see the perspective. You kind of see where this is going. And right now, no turrets pushed for Bren Esports despite having somewhat of a range advantage. Like, they should be able to say where the fights happen.
Beautiful silence onto Greed, not able to dash out.
Team hero has
That is big brain move, big brain timing by the rotates for Aura as well.
Oh, Benny Cutie, he's just taunting now.
There's nothing much that Brent could have done to save Salteezy there.
Maximum range, what was that, 2 or 3 pumps off of the Feathered Airstrike?
Yeah,
that just shows how much damage Benny Cutie's running on 2-0-7, 8 minutes in.
And the scuffle in the bottom lane is not amounting to anything because that's a Flap Teasy.
Oh!
Bursted down Rebo. One hit. Do you try to go into Benny Cutie? Will be here to defend him. That is how good Aura is playing as a team right now.
Yeah, and again, I think I understand why Aura Philippines is going so fast and how they're going so fast. I just noticed Benny Cutie, he's rocking Mystery Shop. His items are at a 10% discount. It's like having a sale every day. So everything he's been getting from the gold lane so far, plus these kills, these assists.
He'll get items. He'll get a Thorn Rose on the view as well.
It's like Black Friday every day. No, it's a Saturday, sorry.
I think there's a sale for that. As in the backlines, Reflecia with the Electro Final Blow evenly divides Bren Esports here.
And Nomad, they're doing exactly that. Look at this. No more ults on the side of Bren Esports. So this just says Aura Philippines can engage Carpe Diem. They can do it all they want. This is their time.
C'est la vie.
Oui, oui, oui.
I don't want to continue as the mid lane. It's the only lane openly defended by Bren Esports. A lot of pressure can be applied in the top lane and the bottom lane, but the pressure applied in the top lane is enough to focus on the Lord.
I was thinking that Bren Esports is doing the right thing. This is the main artery. If you do take mid, then all the more Kaltis is going to get locked in. But just the same, he's already locked in. He can't even enter his own jungle. So I'm surprised he's even getting an orange. So right now, this seems like an easy Lord, a very quick and rapid Lord take. What is this? Not more than 30 seconds after 9 minutes, as soon as it spawns, Aura PH went in. They knew that they were going to do this with impunity. And right now, Nomad, I'm thinking, does Carl TZ have enough firepower? Nay, Carl TZ and Few, do they have enough firepower between the Death Sonata and the parallelograms and
The real-world
yeah,
manipulation.
the
It's
advanced calculus. coming
the advanced calculus, the square root of something.
because
But
they have very little farm.
yeah, it's a numbers game for no pun intended. It is a numbers game for Bren Esports because they need to make sure that they hit the later stages of the game. That's when they will be effective. That's exactly what we saw during the match that Blacklist had against LPE. Wise was nothing in the earlier part, and that is the same thing that's happening right now for Carl Teasy. But as soon as Granger gets 3 out of 4 out of his 6 items, he's all said and done.
Yeah.
That's what Oren just needs to focus on as well. Keep him at bay enough that they won't be able to mount a comeback as soon as they start sieging on the base.
Yeah.
But this begs to ask the question, though. You've been saying this time and time again every time we're together in the broadcast. It's a multi-step process for the losing team on the losing end of this fight.
Yep.
But what are the steps that Bren needs to do to go back?
Number one is give Carl Teasy some farm. Find a way for him to take waves. Right now it's Flap Teasy who's getting the farm, right? But just the same, Carl Teasy has to scale up as well. It can't just be on Flap Teasy because it's so easy, especially with Aura's lineup, to stop Esmeralda. Given that you have a Natalia, you have JP, you can overload that Purify. So at some point, you're gonna kind of find Flap Teasy walking into fights that he has no business doing so, especially right now 10 minutes in. So given this multi-step formula, hold up,
Oh,
JP.
Jeet Kundo onto 3. That was a little bit more than you can chew, but that is a trade for the mid lane turret. I guess it's a worthy sacrifice as they get 2 off of this as well. And they're sieging all lanes at the same time. PH really wants to secure this game 1 as fast as they can.
Yep, synchronized assault. This is what it is now. Real world manipulation. Again, this is what I was saying, man.
Rafnisha in the back lines with the electro final blow.
Yeah, again, you're able to do this, and that's why I'm saying firepower on these 2 ranged heroes. Oh. All right, close. But again, mission accomplished. Greed is willing to do this. We're at the point where the Natalia will slowly lose its luster. Natalia will slowly be a non-factor, especially when Bren Esports, they understand that their heroes can build some defense. Look at this right now. Wow. Carl Teasy just started to build 2 of the second-tier defense items. He's lacking damage.
Yes.
Severely lacking damage.
That is all for his security and safety, as we advise you guys to also be safe as home as well. It is not what you're supposed to see on a Granger, especially not the first item that you're going to build up.
I mean, Carl Teasy is one of the pioneers of these defense-built marksmen. He did win a championship over in Singapore by doing that to Brody. But just the same, in this time, in this moment, man, I just noticed, ladies and gentlemen, 7,000 gold lead on Aura against Bren. It's looking dire. It's looking very, very tight. This is a small window for Bren to sneak in through, and I think it's a window that might come up at around 16, 17-minute mark, and that's being generous.
And the Greed manages to assassinate Few in the process. Flap Teasy might be next in line. The Wave the Dragon does connect onto Carl Teasy, and that's all the focus, all the attention onto him. This bottom lane turret will go down. Top lane, they're busy being preoccupied with Greed that they're short 2 members to defend this base.
It's difficult. Bren Esports, they do have enough to clear this, but hold up.
The burst is too real here. Forced to use the Order of Brilliance. Raflisha looking for an opening to go for the assassination. The Jeet Kundo catches Lusty, misses on the Electro Final Blow, and they're overstaying their welcome.
Oh no, Benny Cutie, he wants this. He's gonna find it.
Nah, but it's going to be Raflisha. It's mine, he says. Grr. As the top lane is also Aurus.
Yeah, that's it. This is close to the end. They have pushed mid, bottom, and top. Few enough damage again to just clear out, but he himself had to retreat. Now it's all about the choke at this point. 40 seconds till the next Lord. Bren Esports, they are so far from home, given that they can't even leave their home. So it's not like they're new to playing defense, but this is a level of defense wherein you have to turtle so hard. Not the objective, but just staying in your base, clearing waves until you have enough items. Flap Teasy just built his Calamity Reaper. We saw earlier how much he could have really put on the board, but with 1 more item missing, he's the only one who can actually put up a fight. Because even Caltisi, look, again, I hate to bring up the core player for Bren Esports, but he has to play an effective role here. Hold up.
Oh, the Wave the Dragon. And that's the response with the real world manipulation. They might just get JP in the process, but Rafflesia is threatening another assassination as he looks for an opening. But Greed is somewhere in the top lane.
Yep. Again, this is what he did in Season 5 when Sunsparks went up against Aura Philippines. He won one game merely by split pushing off of a Natalia this same way.
Oh, the Falling Star Mundo by Flapteezy. Beautiful response with the Wave the Dragon. And that may just cost Flapteezy his life, but JP's forced to flicker out. Complete disengage.
All right. So far, what's happening, Aura Philippines? They are baiting out the ultimates from Bren. If I may say, they are ulti-baiting.
I'll give that a 5.
Thanks. But again, as you can see earlier, the one moment they did it, Bren Esports, it resulted into almost all tier 2 turrets taken out. They could have only kept mid. That's what Aura Philippines wants, and that's what they're trying to do with this Lord take right here. It's Luminous, it's gonna hurt, and Few and Flapteezy with Caltisi from the back lines. I don't know if they have enough damage. Let's see, Natalia from the back, Greed.
Yeah, Greed will spot out Carlteezy. The real world manipulation will be forced out, but they do get Flapteezy in the process. They take down Rafflesia. That's already one member down onto the side of Aura, but Hades takes down Flapteezy in the process. It's going to be crucial to get the Lord here if you are Bren Esports, and they are winning the fight. They get the Lord, though, Aura PH, but that's a lot of members going down. They can march down the base.
Look at the base, look at the base!
Look at the base, and JP's making a run for it.
Base race!
It's a base race? No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
All right, you know what? I'll give Bren a little bit here. They did clear out more. This was a win for them, I'd say. 1 for 4, plus a Lord that you could defend from. This is some breathing room for Carlteezy and the rest of our world champions. Now, it's Rafflesia back, Benicuri shortly, then Greed. This should equalize the map. Best case scenario, maybe Bren Esports could grab 1 turret. But just the same, Aura's already back on. It's just Lord Hades missing, sitting at a lovely 9-2-5. I'd say force out fights like that. But even in that fight, no man, even in that last clash, I felt like Lord was on Aura's side. Lord was on Aura's side, so, oh sorry, Lord was on Bren's side. He was playing diversion. So there was more bodies to take the hits against Aura. So now, I don't know. I don't want to have to wait for the next Lord. We don't want to have to wait for the next Lord to see how Bren will react.
Here's the threat that Greed poses here, though. All the lanes are open for Bren Esports. If Greed just decides to split push, after taking down Lusty, he could just force a huge mishap on the side of Bren Esports where a lot of the members would fall back to defend the base, and that would allow another Lord being taken from the side of Aura.
Yeah, this seems to be the next step. Aura Philippines, they've gone from skirmishes, baiting out the ultimates, into just going for pickoffs. Again, their lineup does suffer in the late game compared to Bren's, but right now, this is what they need to do.
Oh, the Feathered Airstrike in the back lines, and the Thorn Bros almost takes down Rebo in the process, but meanwhile, JP and the Reservoir PH will be securing game number 1 against Bren Esports, and this winning moment is brought to you by Oppo A94.